Hello, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, guys. We're going to get right into the Aries love outlook in just a moment. All right, but before we get started, just reminding you all that this month, this is the tarot deck that I'm giving away on my channel. So please don't forget to let me know if you're interested in that. Okay, you're gonna have to subscribe to my channel and just leave me a comment letting me know you're interested. If you have subscribed for the giveaway, please check back and let me know, or check back and at least find out if you're the winner, and then let me know your information. I have to wait each month. I wait a long time for some of the winners to get back to me. And right now I'm waiting for the winner from last month to get back to me. There's no way for creators to contact their supporters or their subscribers. You know, we just see that you're subscribed. We don't have any access to any emails or anything like that on your channel. So you have to contact channels when you are wanting to be in a giveaway. A lot of channels have giveaways, so if you want to be in a giveaway, you have to check back with them. Check to see if you're the winner and make sure that you email them. All right, guys? So in any case, this is what we're getting into, the love outlook for Aries and a special person. What is affecting their love connection this week? It could be something that your person is going through. It could be something that you're going through. It could be something that is happening within your relationship, right? It could be interrelational, or it could be pressures from outside that are coming in and affecting your relationship this week. So, hello, Alexandria. How are you? Good to see you back. My spiritual sister. I love that name, Alexandria. Alexandria. I think it's a beautiful name. In any case, so, Look at that. Chemistry popped out. All right, we're going to pull out your cards. All right, Aries, let's see what your romance angels are. Then we're going to get out your spread for you and your person. And I have also my beautiful new Mystic Moon deck, Spirits of Darkness and Light, which I will be using. I love this deck. I'm so excited to use it and incorporate it. But in any case, Aries, let's get right into it. We have for you passion. Right? Passion this week. We have playfulness this week for you. And we have soulmate. Nice, strong energy. Passion, playfulness, and soulmate. Okay, so we like that. I like to see that from my Aries sisters and brothers. I'm a Sagittarius myself, but I love my Aries. All right, guys, let's get right into it. We're going to pull out your cards. Now, I'm doing a little bit of a different spread this week. And please let me know, my regulars, let me know how, are you still dealing with a Leo, Alexandria? Oh, man, Leos are tough. I have a moon in Leo myself, you know. I know it. They're tough. The spread is a little different this week. I'm pulling out more cards, more clarifiers, so we'll see. See if that Leo pops out. Interesting. We do tend to deal with, like-minded elements, which is another reason why I'm doing these readings by element. So after I'm done with Aries today, I'm going to be live streaming the Leo reading. So you might want to come back for that, Alexandria, later on. All right, Aries, we have your person, 8 of Wands, Lovers, 2 of Pentacles, there it is, and 7 of Cups. Interesting. So 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups coming out a lot this week. You have 3 of Cups for you, Aries, 2 of Swords, a decision. Ooh, 9 of Wands and a Knight of Wands coming in. So there's a decision. You both have 2. So there's a lot of decisions, a lot of balancing going on. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Of course, this is definitely, I'm going to say work, career, financial abundance is going to be underlying a lot of the energies for you this week. All right, Aries, and certainly going to be underlining your connection. So let's go into your person first and see what kind of week they're going to have, and then see how you are responding. Your person is resonating with 8 of Wands, so they're having to deal with a lot. 8 of Wands has been showing up for a lot of the readings, guys, and it really means that a lot of us are dealing with an overload of communication. And it's interesting that in a time like this where we're all told to sort of distance ourselves, right, and a lot of people are struggling with that, being alone, there is, in a very odd sense, now, because of that, there seems to be a hyper focus now on the contact that we do have, right? So whereas before we've had a lot of contact and not much focus on the nature of that contact, now we have much less contact, but the focus on it is very, very strong. And there's a lot of mixed emotions coming in, mixed feelings coming in. We're not able to be with each other to gauge our body language and our energies. A lot of us are communicating virtually. In any case, Eight of Wands indicates your person is really dealing with a lot of that, right? It may be their job, or it could just be that they are resonating with a lot of sort of chaotic emotions right now. Lovers energy, they're wanting to work on the relationship. They're wanting to maintain this relationship. Lovers is about harmony, giving and taking. They're definitely, I think they feel like it's a struggle perhaps. Yeah, at the same time, the same thing with the lovers is that just at the same time that you feel anything is a struggle in a relationship, exactly at the same time you feel the harmony and the love. This is the two sides of lovers energy in any case. So it's not like they're feeling necessarily bad about this connection, but they're feeling strongly about maintaining it, right? Working towards the harmony. But there's a lot of financial chaos that your person is going through this week. All right. A lot of financial chaos, a lot of hoping and wishing that things are going to work out. But I think this week may be a very difficult week for your person financially and pressure-wise. You're celebrating with Three of Cups. So you're really resonating with a feeling of, I want to say, bonding with certain people. Three of Cups is bonding with people in your tribe, in your family, in your community. It can be just reforging alliances, right? Maintaining loyalties or rebonding with people that you haven't seen. It could be that if you are also kind of, having to be inside and be away from others, it could be that you are reconnecting with people this week that you haven't really connected with in a long time. Maybe even virtually. Whatever the case is, Three of Cups is a feeling of unity and coming together. Two of Swords is a decision that you're wrestling with. And again, there's a feeling of having to balance a lot. Just like your person is balancing a lot of financial pressures this week, you are balancing a couple of difficult decisions, right? And there is a period also this week where you're really going to be feeling like you still have a struggle. There's still a ways to go, right? Nine of Wands, right? There's a feeling of struggling here, a feeling of looking back on times that were quite difficult and realizing that the light at the end of the tunnel is ahead. Now, how you guys are resonating with each other, right? This week, I feel like you guys are really seeing each other as like for instance, your person with a lot of the economic struggles that are happening right here, I think this is something you guys probably have been through, right, for a little while, even before now. But it's like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think you see there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This feels to me like a relationship that is doing quite well from the inside, but that really has a lot of pressures from the outside. A lot of financial pressures, right? And some of these financial pressures require really difficult decisions, right? And I'm not sure. It's like this is something that's between the two of you, right? You feel like there's a decision that needs to be made and your person is really trying to maintain the harmony. So there's some aspect of financial stability or abundance that is affecting this relationship to a certain degree. Right? It could be responsibilities, wider responsibilities that you have. Your person is trying to maintain a lot of the harmony, but I think you feel strongly about a particular decision that really needs to be made. And I think you're kind of looking back and saying, look, this decision needs to be made because we've been through a lot and it's time for us to really sort of move on with our lives in a lot of ways, right? So again, it feels like outside pressures here to me, right? Outside pressures, outside loyalties, right? Because you two are committed to each other, right? There's certainly love that's here. This is a soulmate connection, but there is a lot of pressure. And I think there's a difference in opinion about a particular situation that you guys are going through right now. And that difference of opinion is really impacting your relationship this week. Your person, I think, has this idea that things are going to be very sort of like, everything's going to work out perfectly. And I think you're the one who's kind of like saying, look, no, they're not necessarily going to work out perfectly. Like there's a lot that we need to do and we need to agree upon, right? If we're going to survive this economic chaos. You know, whatever this major decision is, it could be a decision between, you know, taking care of certain family or friends or whatever. It could be a very emotional decision, but it's a decision I think that you're feeling like has to be made, and your person is kind of like shying away from it. Queen of Swords, Three of Swords, there's betrayal, and the Wheel of Fortune showing up again. Four of Swords for you. The Moon, wow, and the Empress again. So some of these cards have been showing up for the weekly love outlook, the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, your person is really kind of struggling with their responsibility that they have, the role that they have, and certainly, like I said, the responsibility they have to someone or something. And I feel like it's again family. This is the second reading in a row that's come out a little bit like this, where there's been an outside influence of family that's affecting the relationship. And there's the financial pressures that are affecting the relationship. Nevertheless, your person is kind of trying to sort of be authentic to everyone and trying to cover all the bases. But there's a sense of betrayal here with that Three of Swords. And I wonder if your person feels like they don't want to betray this responsibility they have to others, right, around them in some way. Because this is what it feels like to me. Or it could be something else. It may not even be a sense of responsibility, but there's something that's weighing on them, right? That's connected to their ability to maintain their financial stability. So something they're engaging in, whether it's a connection with somebody else or something that they're doing, it affects this relationship. And you're the one who's like, look, you're going to have to decide between this or this. It may not even be a family. It could be something that your person is struggling with, maybe even an addiction or something like that. There's some other side in their life that is really affecting their ability to be financially stable. And you are like, look, either way, we gotta make the right decision here. They have a real sort of pie in the sky attitude, I think. And I think you're wanting them to be a lot more responsible. This could be, I don't know, it could be addiction to a certain degree that's coming in for you, or it could be some kind of activity that your person is engaging in that is just not healthy for them and that's affecting all of it, right? They see there's Three of Swords. There's a sense of betrayal coming in. And I think that, I don't know, somebody's betraying somebody else. It almost feels like your person is resonating with that to a certain degree, like, almost feels to me like they know that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I think maybe they even feel a little bit of guilt about betraying you or the situation or whatever the decision is, right? Because you're like, look, you know what to do. You have Four of Swords here, so you're feeling very kind of like clear-headed about what needs to happen next. But you've also got the Moon and the Empress, and there's a lot of unknowns here with this individual that you're with, because you love them, you care for them, but you can't be certain that they're going to do the right thing. Their head is very much in this sort of like Wheel of Fortune, pie in the sky attitude, like things will just work out, everything will work out, and you're kind of like, look, no, I need to start worrying about me. It feels like to me like you're really having to make a decision even almost on whether or not you're going to continue with this to a certain degree, or, if you're going to begin to make decisions based on your own survival. Because Empress comes in for you this week, and I think for a lot of you, Aries, you realize it's important for you to take care of you, right? Empress is all about nurturing and, taking care of yourself to maintain your creative vitality. And the Moon is bringing in a lot of unknowns. You're just uncertain about how things are going to move forward. There's some kind of problem here with them, right? It's affecting you financially. You have Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. It's a problem that affects your ability to have the lives that you want to have, right? It feels emotional, right? It feels like you're having to really be, like you're being tested to a certain degree. There's been a lot of struggling with that Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a lot of burdens, a lot of struggling. But you round off the week with this real sense of empowerment, Aries, and a desire to kind of move forward with your passions and dreams with that Knight of Wands. While your person is kind of holding on to just like wishful thinking, I want to say, Wheel of Fortune and Seven of Cups. That's a real sort of wishful outlook, hoping and wishing that your luck is just going to turn. Let's pull out some spirits and see what the spirits of darkness and light have to say. And see, what energies might be affecting this. Does feel to me very much like there's a sense of betrayal here with that Three of Swords, and it almost feels like one of those situations where, you know, they've promised you to stop whatever this behavior is, whatever this connection is, you know. They've promised to change or stop it before, and it's like the fact that they're not doing it again, I think, or that they are failing at it again, I think you have a real sense of betrayal. And some of this decision here with this Two of Swords might be you finally saying to yourself as well, like, look, I've got to just decide now. What am I going to do? You know, I got to take care of myself. A lot of you are feeling like, look, maybe it's time for me to just take care of myself and put a lot more energy in myself. I've been struggling long enough. Now I'm looking back on this path I've been on, and like how much of it has been down to the fact that I've been unwilling to make some of the decisions that I needed to make, you know, insisting that the decision come from the other person, or that the decision be the same decision. Sometimes when you're dealing with somebody who doesn't make the right decision for you and their relationship over and over, you have to stop trying to wait for them to make the right decision and make a decision for yourself. You know, at some point you decide for yourself, well, look, you know, regardless of what they do, what is best for me? Now I need to make the right decisions for me. And sometimes that involves leaving or taking a break. Spirit of the Swan, Spirit of Saint Nicholas, interesting, and Spirit of the Wolf. Wow. Well, Spirit of the Swan is grace, elegance, and poise. So there is that, right? I mean, there is that to a certain degree, right? You are bringing that in anyway. It's interesting. You do have a certain celebration here, Three of Cups, a feeling of bonding. I think that you're probably maintaining your grace with your friends and your family. You may be, hello, Tay. You may be feeling like, you may be going through a struggle, Aries, with your person behind closed doors. But in front of everyone else, you're maintaining this kind of nice, happy spirit. You're maintaining your poise. You're maintaining your grace. But really, a lot of that is you really just maintaining, right, to a certain degree. Because I think this week it really starts to weigh on you. Nine of Wands is a feeling of really starting to realize how difficult you've had it and how much you've had to put up with. Spirit of St. Nicholas comes in. So gifts and generosity and assistance. So there's help coming in the sense of... there is generosity coming in. There is assistance coming in. There are gifts coming in. But also the Spirit of St. Nicholas sometimes is, you know, helping yourself as well to a certain degree, right? Doing good things for yourself, right? You know, he comes and gives gifts to those who have been good. So a lot of these gifts come in because you've also been a good person. You've been good to yourself. A lot of this, to me, just reminds me of this Empress energy in a sense that you're taking a little bit of power this week in terms of being good to yourself, being kind to yourself, right? Can also be that the spirits are working on this to bring these energies into your life. Knight of Wands could be your energy, but this could be the Spirit of St. Nicholas also coming in to a certain degree, because Knight of Wands is somebody who generally comes in to help, right? To support you. They're like your cheerleader, right? And so this Knight of Wands could be somebody coming in towards the end of the week who kind of really helps you move forward with all of this. And a lot of this, like I said, is financial pressure. Spirit of the Wolf, so loner, fierce instincts. Again, following your instincts. I think this week your instinct is to look out for yourself. And this is what I was talking about. And that's the Spirit of the Wolf to a certain degree. It's like you've had enough of waiting for your person to make the right decision. So all of this chaos and all of this financial upheaval, ends, right? You have a soulmate connection. It's a strong connection, but this is real life decisions. And Two of Swords really indicates that, Two of Swords and Moon, it just indicates for you that you're not sure which way to go, but you know this is an important time for you to decide. And I think this week you will be thinking a lot about what you've been through, right? And I think the Spirit of the Wolf is going to be strong in you in this week, certainly towards the end of the week, when you decide what is the best thing for yourself moving forward. Again, this is a situation that is probably, like I said before, it's probably resonating. Hello, Boti. It's probably resonating with a connection with someone, right? That's a love connection, soulmate connection. But there's been a constant wearing away of some kind of outside force, right? So either it was a negative force like addiction that somebody has, or a mode of behavior that keeps impacting the relationship, or an unhealthy connection with family or members of a family that it continues to impact this relationship. But it's the insistence on a particular negative sort of energy that your person insists on carrying out despite their promises. And this week, it's just going to be a sense of betrayal coming in, a sense of, look, it's time for me to make my own decisions, the right decisions. And you're also dealing with somebody who is not really made the changes they needed to make because they have also fundamentally had a very unrealistic outlook on life. Seven of Cups is that it's like constantly daydreaming. It's almost like a heroin addict, Seven of Cups sometimes. And I'm not saying that that's what they are, but I'm a kid. It's that desire to constantly daydream on the best, the fairy tale outcome. It's being stuck in your head about a situation and just never really having the strength to either make it real or ground it. It's generally a very unrealistic outlook on life, and it's associated with delusional thinking. So you're dealing with somebody who's very delusional about how they can affect their fate. So they're not grounded, they're not making the right choices, they're overly reliant on luck, and the fact that if they think it can appear, but in real life terms, it's affecting this relationship and affecting you. And this week is a week of making major decisions. All right. I am going to leave it at that. For those of you who have enjoyed my readings, if you want to get one of these beautiful decks in the drawing this month's giveaway, Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck, all you have to do is be subscribed. And leave me a comment. Pray for my spiritual sisters. Yes, pray for everyone in the channels. On this channel. And to everyone in the world, really. Stay kind, stay safe, stay healthy. Be kind to each other, right? Understand each other. A lot of the readings, like I said, have really had a running theme, of our interactions with each other and the honesties that are coming out, the truths that are coming out, the decisions we're making. In any case, Aries, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share the video. All of that really helps me out. When you subscribe, check out the join button. To be a member of my channel is only 99 cents, and you get a shout out, you get access to special emojis and members only videos, and that's a good way for you to show your support for my channel. In any case, I love you guys so much. I'm going to sign off, take a little bit of a break, and then I will be back with the Leo Weekly Love Outlook. All right, guys? Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay kind. Bye-bye, guys.